All right, so today we're going to dive into a really interesting new system that our source material calls Synthesys Actors. I mean, what if you could use AI to build an entire video marketing campaign? I'm talking from the very first ad to the final sale, and have it all fronted by the same consistent digital actor. That's the big idea we're going to unpack. Let's get into it. So, you might be asking, what problem is a system like this even trying to solve? Well, it really all starts with this number right here. $4,000. According to our source, that's what it can cost to produce just one professional marketing video. And for most businesses, that's not just a cost, it's a brick wall. It's a huge barrier that makes high-quality video marketing feel totally out of reach. Okay, so here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to talk about that production bottleneck they're trying to fix. Then, we'll dive right into their solution, the AI actor funnel. After that, we'll break down the different stages of that funnel, peek under the hood at the tech, and wrap up by looking at what you actually get with the system. So let's start with that bottleneck. The main problem, as the source material really highlights, is pretty simple when you think about it. Making great video is just hard. It's expensive, it's super complicated, and man, it takes a ton of time. So for any marketer who's trying to create content on a regular basis, this becomes a massive, massive roadblock. And this quote from their own documentation really just says it all, doesn't it? Synthesys Actors removes the biggest bottleneck in marketing, video production. Their mission is crystal clear: make video creation way faster, way cheaper, and something that basically anyone can scale up. So what is their big, groundbreaking solution? They're calling it the AI actor funnel. And the key idea here is to think way beyond just making a single video. What they're proposing is a whole system to build an entire customer journey, guided from the very beginning to the very end by one consistent and hopefully recognizable AI personality. This visual really nails their whole argument. On the left, you've got what they describe as the old way, kind of this chaotic puzzle of different tools, different actors, and mixed messages. Then on the right, you see their streamlined approach. One system, one consistent AI actor taking the customer through every single step. It's all about replacing that chaos with consistency. Okay, so for this whole thing to work, the source points to a key piece of the puzzle. And yeah, it's a bit of jargon. The long-form AI avatar VSL. VSL just stands for Video Sales Letter. And this isn't some quick little ad. This is the main event. It's the centerpiece. A full, persuasive presentation from the AI actor that's designed to do the real heavy lifting of explaining the offer and getting viewers to actually buy. All right, so let's actually tear this funnel apart and see how it works. The source lays out this really clear 4-stage journey that's designed to take someone from being a complete stranger to a happy paying customer. So the whole journey is broken down into these 4 key steps. First, you attract people with short, catchy ads. Second, you build trust using your consistent AI actor. Third, you convert them with that powerful long-form VSL we talked about. And finally, you recover anyone who didn't buy the first time around. Let's start right at the top. Everything kicks off at the top of the funnel with step 1, attract. This is all about using those short, punchy, real ads that are perfect for stopping the scroll on places like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. The one and only job of these ads is to grab a brand new audience's attention and pull them into your world. Now, step 2 is where the strategy gets really interesting: building trust. The core idea here, according to the source, is that seeing this same digital face again and again creates this powerful sense of familiarity. And that consistency is designed to build up credibility and brand recognition way faster than if you were just using random actors every time. And now we've reached the heart of the funnel. Step 3, convert. This is where that same familiar AI actor you've gotten used to seeing delivers the full video sales letter. This is the big show, the detailed sales pitch that's built to handle objections and convince the viewer to finally click that buy now button. And last but not least, step 4, recover. Because let's be real, most people just don't buy the very first time they see something. So for anyone who watched the VSL but didn't buy, that same AI actor pops up again in their feeds. It's that familiar face, gently reminding them of the offer and trying to bring them back to close the deal. So that's the strategy, right? But how do they actually make it all happen? Let's pop the hood for a minute and take a look at the core tech that's powering this whole Synthesys Actors platform. Okay, so looking at the features, there's actually a lot going on here. You get access to a library of over 1,000 AI actors right out of the box. Or you can create your own custom one from just a prompt or a picture.
You can give the system a simple prompt, a website link, or even a whole document to create your script. Plus, it's got all these marketing-specific templates for both short and long videos, and it promises fast, studio-quality rendering. Pretty comprehensive. Okay, we've seen the strategy, we've seen the tech. Now for the big question, what does a system like this actually set you back? Let's check out the pricing and the packages that are laid out in the source material. So the source shows two main options. You've got the entry-level commercial edition for $27. This gives you the basics, like the core video creators and 1,000 credits a month. But the real step up seems to be the bundle edition. For $167, you get way more credits, access to all the templates, extra tools for making different styles of ads, and access to what they're calling more advanced rendering engines. That one's definitely for the serious users who want the whole shebang. And, of course, to sweeten the pot, the source lists a bunch of bonuses. The bundle gets a huge 2,000 extra credits, which is a big deal. But it looks like everyone gets access to an AI effects feature, some guides to help you write better prompts and change your actors' clothes, and even some training on the editing app CapCut for putting on those final touches. You know, when you boil it all down, it just comes back to this one powerful idea from their documentation. One consistent AI actor guiding your audience from first click to final conversion. That right there, that's the entire philosophy in a single sentence. It's all about creating that unified, AI-driven journey. And this leaves us with a much bigger question to chew on. As AI tools like this get scarily good at replicating human roles, in sales and communication, what does that actually mean for the future of trust in marketing? When that friendly face representing a brand isn't even a real person, how does that change the entire relationship with the audience? That's a fascinating and kind of tricky question we're all going to have to figure out in the years ahead.